With a minute left on the clock, Team Liquid are going to want to start moving in as they go for this A pinch here. Out through the window, RPK spots it, but not firing off just yet. He wants to see how many there are. The problem is, though, is that Elige is going to be able to spot him, eliminating him, and now Sixer's going to get overwhelmed, but he's able to hold for one pickup. Out of it now as he has to try to run, but Nitro cuts him off before he can get through the doorway. Scream's here to assist now as he also picks up a kill, but that's it. That's all he's going to be able to find as he goes down. 3 remain for Team Liquid, only 2 up for EnVyUs, but they're all at full HP, and they're not wasting any time with trying to get back out into this bomb site. XMS with the lurk coming outside of the shed. He's got JDM in that corner where he can kill him for free, and there we go. Even to get back out again, down to a 2v2. The players are going to try to push themselves up to broken wall, but Nitro denies that for XMS as he's eliminated, leaving everything down to Happy to clutch this one out. It's his turn to sneak up now, where he may be able to find that one pickup for free, and indeed he does. 1 more to go, and he's running low on time. Gets himself into the battle with Stan, but Stan's being smart about this, wasting as much time as he can so that the bomb can explode. Happy really given no choice here but to attempt to chase this kill down, and even if he does get it, more than likely, there's not going to be enough time left for that defuse. Picks up the kill, but indeed, the time is too far gone, and Team Liquid will be picking up the pistol round. The bomb, along with Twists, are stacked together over here, but a nice move from Scream as he gets aggressive in A-Long. He is able to pick up the first kill while eliminating JDM. The other 2 that are over here are going to make their move now as they swing up, and actually, maybe like the reverse pinch now as they go in towards the mid-connector, and the other 2 that were originally going to go in through drop are going to swing out towards B instead. So let's see, is EnVyUs going to be ready to defend this? So far, so good for them as they pick up a 2-for-1 trade within the site, now just leaving Nitro and Twist in the situation for Team Liquid. Twist is going to look to change his team's luck as he goes up on top of the boost box, finds the head of XMS and eliminates him, buying time for Nitro to be able to go for the plant. Unfortunately, Twist is not going to find any additional pickups, and while he'll get the bomb down, Molly will force him a little bit further back, not into the open just yet, but it is denying him vision on this right side. So fearing for his safety, he backs up a little bit more, lines up an additional headshot. Has to be careful though. In a moment, Happy is going to push him from the right side, and that will lead to his death as EnVyUs will pick up their first round.
Scream just got pop flashed into mid, so he knows nobody's there. He's on the flank already. Sixer's going to be there for a fast rotate as well.
Yeah, he'll be here in just about 5 seconds. He is still going to have to jump hot into the match here, but Nitro picking up not only 1 kill against his opponent, but also one on his teammate. It's Stanislaw that moves in with 2 more entries from drop, however, that gets the business done, as now it was only down to 2 of these CTs in the flank. Has already given itself away. Scream moving in. A great pop flash, mind you. He moves in, picks up 1, picks up 2, almost gets the 3rd, but JDM will respond, now leading to Sixer in this fight, and he's not ready to battle against Stanislaw. But for Team Liquid, they're not going to waste any time, moving in with 4 players immediately to the mid-connector, and already finding an entry against Sixer as well. Down goes the op. Scream is next up to bat, and so is RPK as well, as he just swings out through the doorway. Neither of them get any kills at all. RPK and Scream both go down without any pickups, so now it's down to XMS and Happy, who are more than likely just going to end up falling back to save, as they were completely outmatched there, and they'll be given 0 chances on that retake.
I mean, just the change of pace, right?
Yep.
So the previous 2 gun rounds were pretty slowly played, kind of just biding their time, waiting. Then on this 3rd gun round, they just go very quick, rush towards A, win the round in 20 seconds flat, straight out of a timeout as well. So EnVyUs was probably talking about their setup. They're ready for this liquid map control to come come into play, and then how they're going to stop that down to 12 HP.
Yeah. So he's going to be out of the match for the rest of this one. And look at this aggressive push. Happy picking up 2 kills, but it gets traded back by Elige. And now Stan moving in. He's got RPK blind, but RPK with the swing spins it around, eliminates Stanislaw. Trying to take it over towards this site, where again, only 1 player sits to defend it. EnVyUs just going for the 1-1-1 split. And they do use that smoke in the doorway, but Elige is running right up. He goes down, and so does the bomb. So now everything is on the 12 HP of JDM to try and clutch this. Finding 1, missing the shot that was going to get jumped up upon, and will very quickly be overwhelmed. The rest of the team still trying to work their way in through the mid-connector. Maul's going to hit, but it's not actually going to stop him, and this is huge, because now they probably think A-Long is safe. Stan has so much room to work with now. He should have been able to spot that player behind the shed. He's going to get flashed. That'll delay things for a second, and this peek coming out from the doorway is going to give him out. So they're going to know he's sitting here now. They might not actually. Scream's a little bit confused currently, but he wraps in, and he counters out the flank with those 2 big pickups. Now XMS swings in, finds 3 right in the open, and Scream with 2 additional pickups ends up with a massive 4K towards the B-bomb site. Obviously having to wait out the utility from the CTs currently, but actually, no, they're just going to go right onto the site, and that doesn't start off too well. Unfortunately, XMS doesn't realize that the molly kind of spread off from the top, so he burns as a result of Twist toss out. Nitro also finding an additional frag against Happy. He's pretty much cleared out the site, sending the remaining 3 CTs back behind the safety of the smoke to the doorway itself. RPK, he's able to find safety behind the rock temporarily. But with that secure of a hold, this is going to be rough on the retake now, especially with the smokes getting in the way of everything. So they have to use their own to buy themselves a little bit more real estate. to get back into the open and try to start this retake, but with no one from Liquid biting, going for peeks or trying to hunt down any of these 3 remaining players, they basically just have to take a best guess at where they are. They did eliminate one, so it's made it even again into another 3v3, and as they move in, Twist bails out his teammate hiding by Chicken Coop. That's Nitro, just barely staying alive until now when he goes down, and Sixer did tag one with the op. Unfortunately, they've run out of time and they need to escape. So do Team Liquid, and they're going to pick up the round, going up 9-3. A few other obstacles to worry about since they're basically a 4-man stack here now due to their delay. Nitro dropping back in, but a great pop flash hits them, rolling in from the outside. RPK is able to punish the first player that moves in a drop. As he's eliminated, now Stanislaw is going to look to make up for that with his slow lurk over towards the steps. XMS is going to be here challenging it. Another good pop flash completely blinds the entire pushing force of the platform, and XMS tries to move in, but denied by JDM. Elige also denied in drop, however, and with Happy with a second pickup and now 3rd pickups from up on top of this boost box. Most of the hit has been dismantled. It's down to Stanislaw. He's found out in the open. With time getting low, Team Liquid is going to move in once again to try and execute. This time they make the first mark, but RPK responding to it, tries to go for a second, but put down by Elige. He did great damage to him, though, before being eliminated by Elige, as he's now at 13 HP. And Happy next to strike, goes for the double kill, picks it up, and goes down a second later at the hands of Twists. Now, even again, into a 2v2, but only 15 seconds remain to plant the bomb. Team Liquid has to focus on getting more control of this site, and that's why the deep smoke is still in play. JDM missing a very crucial kill, though, that could have secured the round. Has a second chance, though, and he strikes, finding Sixer through the door. But look at Scream. Nobody's paying attention to the sidewalk right now. Moves in, takes out JDM for free. And now only one remains. It's him versus Twist to clutch it out with an 11-4 lead potentially to be found. Twist does it and pushes in to claim that final round. Now they have a chance to possibly just secure this map right from the get-go here if they can close out on this pistol and not get ecoed in the second round. EnVyUs going for fast control to beat Bonson. There's actually not a whole lot of presence from the CTs. They're basically just going to hand it over as they try to go in for a fast flank out on mid. This was the good news, though, but as they move in, Nitro may find himself flanked out in a moment here. He's given time to spin around, though, and deny on Happy, whose one job was to sit here and prevent this flank from happening. Now Nitro is going to be able to move back in, but Team EnVyUs is responding with their own bit of aggression as they push forward into drop to deny that control and deny the kills that Nitro would be able to get. JDM and Elige also go down just seconds later, so it's up to Stanislaw in a 1v4. Basically impossible here, but nice shot against XMS and Chicken Coop. He's got a lot more work to do, but look at this Stan, rushing right up to the sidewalk. He gets one, taps onto a second. He's got to reload on Sixer, but he leaps into the air, and that's going to give Sixer the opportunity he needs. So Stan and Nitro have to defend this. They will have a quick rotate on its way from Twist if it's needed. Nitro only getting 1 kill, and Stanislaw missing his initial shot there, so he is pushed back further into the bomb site to try and defend from heaven, but gets deleted by XMS. Finally, a CT response does move in from JDM, but unfortunately they have let the site go fully into the control of EnVyUs here. So on full retake, Elige on that flank gets denied by RPK, and that pretty much kills most of the angles that Liquid had to work with to successfully move in and retake this site. Twist and JDM are going to have really no choice here but to back away and save as they let EnVyUs push up on 8 rounds by CT spawn. So that might have been a little bit of wasted cash, but look at how quickly EnVyUs is going for the push this time. They even catch the player moving into Chicken Coop before he even gets there, so they know they have one there. They'll work on burning him back out, but JDM's still able to find impact from within side of it as he's got the smoke keeping him safe for the time being. With Twist's additional pickup, it's going to make it rough for EnVyUs to ring to come back, but they've just found their first trade on Sixer. Bomb on the ground, though, so Liquid can keep everyone here. They know they're not going to be able to try anything tricky, and they have to brawl for this site if they want to have any hope of picking up this round and tying up the game score here. But Elige, sneaky, is able to spot the boost from Happy, taking him out, and now leaving just 2 in this situation for the T side. Both stuck up on top of the platform with no safe way to get themselves down. Now Sixer has been lit as well. He's down at 22 HP. So we'll have to try and play it back. Use coverage to his advantage here and really just up to Scream. Nice shots onto Nitro. And Sixer finds the pickup as well. So now he's brought it down to a 1v2. Is he going to realize that Twist is sitting right below, though? Might have spotted him there, but Twist just walks right into his crosshair, so now this is going down to a 1v1. Stanislaw having to clutch this. Now Sixer's been given the room to move up to the site and be able to go for the plant, but actually he might just look for the kill. He's got to react quickly, though, because Stanislaw's here, and he's ready to fight. Wins the initial battle, and he follows through to clutch out the round for EnVyUs as he picks up a massive 4K, and you can see it there on the bottom left. He's hyped. They're just making sure they don't walk into another trap like that and lose players, which they do. Stanislaw picks up a second frag now. XMS will be able to trade that back out. So we finally see one pickup for them. However, this is where this can get a little bit out of hand if EnVyUs don't solidify now and start to make up for those mistakes. They'll shift away from A long for now.
See, they're all inspired by Twist CZ. They all have the CZ from yesterday.
After that insane play happened.
They were probably just, I gotta get on this guy, man.
I think it was so crazy. He did that all in one clip on the CZ too. But Elige is going to find yet another pickup as he goes hunting for the AK. JDM going to walk right up, kills another player. So all of a sudden, RPK's got to clutch 1v4. There's one. No, that was the easy trade. The next three are a little bit tough, as he's got to deal with multiple angles, and he doesn't have a whole lot of coverage to play off of here. Just has to hold behind the statue and the walls that follow it to pick up these kills. But there's the first attempt at it, going for an Elige. Takes way too long to find the frag, and Liquid knows what's going on, so you can start to see the Molly responses moving back in. The Molly's actually not in that great of a position, so they can just walk right past it and now start their push onto this bomb site, where Twist is still looking over there in the hallway, and both the initial defenders go down here. Twist as well out of the fight, and now Nitro down and out. So there we go. This is the EnVyUs we were seeing earlier on in the half, where they were just dominating these bomb sites. So Elige and JDM, they have nothing to do. They got to save. As the only other player on this site is JDM, but he's a little bit further back in the actual spawn zone for the CTs there. So now JDM is going to end up getting flashed, screamed, picks up not only the initial kill onto Nitro, but also finds Stanislaw. There's a response from JDM, but now he's stuck. Still makes the second kill happen, though, before going down to Scream, as he's the only one to pick up kills so far for EnVyUs. But the damage has been done.
Like, that's a spot when you're the CT and you're playing in mid, as Elige is still going for it, 2v2. Take it away, Blue, sorry.
So Elige is going to move in, able to finally put Scream down onto the ground. Now it's Twist's time to shine, though, but he misses the shot, and Elige at 19 HP. He's also going to get knocked out by RPK.
Pretty unfortunate for Nitro. That's the type of dust out of the worst. Just Sixer, good cover, though. You know, and I do want to point out, like, Scream, there's no way he thinks JDM has an op there. That's one of the reasons he's peeking that. And again, man, Sixer is playing lights out.
Shot. Didn't even look like he was fully peaked for it, but somehow finds the kill into JDM. RPK knows he's got Twist stuck in the corner here. Twist still holds on for a second pickup there, but will ultimately end up going down. However, Elige back into the fray. All of a sudden, it's a 1v2 with Sixer hunting the head of Elige. He can't find it. And I don't even think he knows that Stanislaw is this far out right now, so he can just walk right up. Well, he had the chance a moment ago to kill him, and oh, Sixer almost had the angle he needed to no-scope stand. Now Liquid have started to push their way in. Elige is already pushed halfway through the platform, and in a moment, JDM is going to fully commit to the rotate as in comes EnVyUs to try and get themselves control of this site. RPK evens it back down to a 4v4, but they've got this cross spray to work with here. Twist doing some good damage to himself, and when he goes down, Nitro leaps into action. He will get eliminated, keeping things even into a 2-on-2, but now the rotates are on the way, and they will have to deal with that in a moment. Nade coming in from the top side deals some decent damage to Sixer. He's not done at 58 HP, whereas both the members of Liquid are still at full. And Elige also has that Molly to work with still, which is a very powerful weapon, considering that they've gone for the safe plan over at A. You just toss it into the corner, get Sixer into the open, and there's their first free kill right there. And here we go. The Molly should bring Sixer out into the fray, but he still makes an impact as he's had a little bit of coverage to work with sitting behind the Molotov. XMS comes out from A long to shut down the round. The A bomb site being the site of choice, but they've made the wrong selection, and EnVyUs are possibly about to walk right in and take control of map number 1 here. Elige can't get anything done. He's completely flashed back out. The rest of the team also pushing in. There is a response from Twist, but it's short-lived. He's taken out by Scream just seconds later. And now 4v3, retake potential so low here. JDM jumping, almost lost that 1v1 in itself. He does get one before going down, but still ends up knocked out of the round and is not going to be able to help his team anymore. Stan walks into his own death. The Sixers waiting for these flanks to work their way in, and now everything falls to Nitro in a 1v3, and he only has the ump to play with. Gives him the smoke on sidewalk to push back in, challenging Scream on the flank, getting that kill, but still having so much more work to do. The nade giving him some coverage to push on XMX, but it doesn't matter, as XMS is going to shut it down, giving the map to Team EnVyUs as they take it 16-14.